Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Constable Maitland remanded until February 2023. Constable Noel Maitland, who is charged with the murder of his girlfriend Donnelly Donaldson, has been remanded until February 9, 2023. This was revealed when Maitland, who has also been charged with prevention of lawful burial of corpse, appeared in the Home Circuit Court to hear the outcome of his bail application. Judge Vinette Graham Allen denied bail. In making the ruling, the judge said that the court is satisfied that there is substantial ground that if Maitland is released on bail, he will fail to surrender to custody, possibly commit another offense, and possibly interfere with witnesses again and further obstruct justice. Donaldson was last seen at Maitland's New Kingston apartment on July 11. She was reported missing on July 13. Her body has not been found, but the police believe that she is dead. St. Anne Police increased operations in preparation for a busy weekend. As the Busy Heroes weekend approaches, the St. Anne Police have increased operations aimed at minimizing traffic congestion and road crashes. The Heroes weekend, which begins on Friday, October 14, is expected to result in a lot of entertainment activities in the tourism parish, which the police anticipate will lead to heightening traffic congestion. In April, the staging of several events resulted in a major traffic pileup between Orchard and St. Anne's Bay, which lasted 4 hours. An emergency meeting had to be called by the municipality to respond to the incident. Acting head of the St. Anne Police Superintendent David White said the police have been increasing their presence on the road network since Tuesday. He said in anticipation of a number of activities, they will also be seeking the assistance of several off-duty cops to enhance security.
There's an influx of persons that will be coming in for some form of entertainment during time of the holiday, and those persons will be looking at off-duty police officers into putting in more officers on the street, and especially in the area where the events are kept. And that's basically what we will do, is make sure that our road is safe and also our main thoroughfare. Mark you by the beginning of the end of this week, what you will find is quite a number of persons will be coming out of Kingston and elsewhere and coming to the tourism area of the parish, and so you'll find a heavy traffic by Friday afternoon. But no doubt that we have those police in place, and we'll have more by the end of Friday into Saturday and for the remainder of the holiday. When you come into St. Anne, be careful of your speeding along the Landover Main Road, Queens Highway. Those are usually a black spot where persons usually lose their lives if they drive carelessly. We're asking those persons partying and coming to the space is that you'll be careful of the amount of alcohol you consume during that period. We'll be steadfast and we'll be having zero tolerance with those persons we find speeding along our roadway, and you'll be prosecuted.
Ascot High School student physically assaulted by a male parent. The St. Catherine South Police have commenced an investigation into an assault on a female student of the Ascot High School by a male parent in the Portmore area. The alleged assault was captured on video and showed an adult male punching a teenage girl, sending her sprawling to the ground. In the video, which was widely circulated on social media, an adult female had earlier confronted the teen and challenged her to lick her no, before the male rushed in to deliver the blow that floored the teenager. The female parent then vowed, "May we kill one on fear." Superintendent Hopan Nicholson, operations officer for the St. Catherine South Police, said the police have already launched an investigation into the incident. The Community Safety and Security Branch has engaged the principal and dean of discipline for the school. We have also had a report from the parent and the child. They are to return to the station to give a statement, and the investigation will continue, Superintendent Nicholson told reporters. We ask parents, guardians, and adults not to interfere with children. If they have disputes, if they have disagreements, we ask that you intervene in a very responsible way and do not assault children. Nicholson promised that there would be an amicable solution to the incident. However, it is possible that charges could be brought against the male parent.
The Community Safety and Security Branch has engaged the principal and Dean of Discipline for the school. We have also had a report from the parent and the child they are to return to the Portmore police station to give a statement, and the investigation will continue. But I can assure you that as best as practicable, St. Catherine South Police will do a full investigation into this matter, and we will work with the school so we can have a peaceful resolution to the incident. We also use this opportunity to ask parents, guardians, adults not to interfere with children. If they have disputes, if they have disagreements, we ask that you may just intervene in a very responsible way and do not assault children. We need to take care of them, and whenever they have disputes, there are means and ways of treating with. Ask the police, ask the dean of discipline, ask a teacher, or ask a responsible adult, and do not get involved in a physical way, as it's not a good example to our children.
BOJ governor highlights several challenges being faced in implementing its monetary policy. Bank of Jamaica Governor Richard Bryce says the institution has been facing several challenges in implementing its monetary policy. Speaking at an Inter-American Development Bank IDB seminar yesterday morning, Governor Blythe, banks have not raised interest rates enough for the monetary policy to be as effective as it should be.
It's not been all smooth sailing for us in implementing our monetary policy. I would say that our monetary policy hasn't been as effective through the credit channel as we would like it to be. So the banks have not raised their lending rates significantly. And what that means is that borrowing from the banks still is fairly attractive, and the banks are still disposed to lending. What has caused this transmission system to be not as good as it should be? Well, a couple of things. One, of course, is dollarization. We have a fairly dollarized economy. Over 43% of our deposits are in dollars, so that our policy rates have no effect on that side of the deposits or on the lending. We have limited competition for deposits. We have a couple of dominant banks, and then the rest of them are small. And so the competition for deposits is not strong. And you find that the big banks can control and keep down deposit rates and keep down lending rates also. And there's uneven liquidity within the system, again, concentrated more in the larger banks and less so in the smaller banks. So that is a matter that we have to address in the future. How to make that transmission system to credit be more effective. For a small economy like Jamaica, we have to be really, really vigilant about capital flows. And so watching the Fed and their rate, our rate, and the difference in inflation. So the Fed is about 8.2% US inflation, and we're about 10.2. So there's a 2% difference there. So we try to at least maintain a 2% difference in our policy rate with the Fed. So that's really important to us because our reserves, whilst they're adequate, can be easily depleted. And we already have a very high level of dollarization. So when it comes on to the rest of the financial sector, we oversight them very carefully. We get regular reports from them. We run tests to make sure that from a capital point of view, they are strong, that their non-performing loans are well within the range of what is acceptable. So we keep a very keen eye also on that. So we're watching both ends at the same time, and it's a delicate balance, but there's no alternative to doing that.
Major crimes up in St. Elizabeth. There have been 34% increase in major crimes in St. Elizabeth. Superintendent Kenneth Chin, head of the St. Elizabeth Police Division, said 30 murders have been committed in the parish since the start of the year, compared with 18 during the similar period last year. There have also been 30 cases of shooting during the period, as against 18 in 2021. Superintendent Chin said 16 cases of rape were recorded, up from the 9 last year. Robberies have also increased to 49 from 15. But break-ins are down from 80 to 76, while aggravated assault have declined from 29 last year to 16 this year. Top serious and violent crimes over the period from last year was 163, while the figure this year is 218, representing a 34% increase. Please remember to subscribe, like, share,